What's going on, everybody? It's like really dark in that area. I just realized. Like, if you just point it in that direction, there's like no light source. Alright, so here's the deal. I realized yesterday. Okay. I realized that yesterday it was like a complete waste of money. Because by the time it actually started raining, I would have already been at work. And, you know, technically speaking, I could have made it to work and been fine. So, in a lot of ways, I feel like I wasted my money yesterday. And so, even though the rain is still in the forecast today, I'm like, fuck it. I need to honestly keep on risk. I need to risk it a little bit more than what I have been. Now, in the forecast, it was at 5 a.m. It was going to start raining. When I checked it last night, it is now changed to 6 a.m. But still, just in case, I said, okay, I need to go to bed. I need to wake up 100% on time, or at least close to 100% on time. And then, even if it does rain, hopefully I can get to work before it actually starts raining. So I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk potentially getting caught in the rain today. Going to work. Now coming home, I didn't see any real signs of potential for rain. Now, of course, that can always change, right? I mean, weather isn't always predictable. And there are many times where you think that you're going to be good, and then all of a sudden, you know, rain comes out of nowhere or something like that. But at the same time, I feel like the smartest move for me would be to save money, because yesterday it was like over $120. You know what I mean? So it was a lot. So I need to, even if I see rain in the forecast, I kind of gotta be in the mindset of, if I can leave early enough, it won't matter. Now, I think there are, of course, going to be times in which, like, it will be like an all-night storm, where it will just be raining like all night, and when I wake up, it's still raining. On those days, I mean, it makes sense not to risk it. But in general, I think that the best move for me would be kind of just to risk it a little bit every day. Because that's a lot of money. I mean, granted, you know, because I worked, I made more than that. But at the same time, it's just a ton of money. I don't know. So that's the plan. Kind of risk it a little bit more. I mean, today, I'm gonna be there late again. So either way, it's like, who cares? You know what's crazy though? Is I think I started charging this bike battery at like fuck, I want to say like 8 p.m. Somewhere around there. Nah, it must have been, it was right after, yeah, so it was about 8 p.m. is when I started charging this bike battery. It did not finish until probably like 30 minutes ago. So that's how slow the fast and the slow charger is. I mean, that's pretty fucking slow. Not even gonna lie. It's pretty fucking slow. But that's kind of like one reason why I didn't leave exactly at 4 is because I had to wait for the bike battery to charge, or finish charging, I should say. Oh, it's the calm before the storm, y'all. Today, supposedly, it's going to be thunderstorms, high winds, and stuff like that. We'll see what transpires. I mean, I'm pretty... Like, I mean, would I be upset if that's what happened? No, not really. Like, I'd kind of be fine with it. But, at the same time... yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of in like a zombie mode. I'll probably be in that up until the weekend. The weekend I'll probably get out of zombie mode. But I don't think that we're working this weekend. So my goal is to stream this weekend. For sure. Probably at night. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of stuff during the day. So I'm not even going to lie. I'll probably stream at night. And then maybe Sunday during the day I'll stream. But... but I definitely got to make sure that I'm ready for work on Monday. So... Whoa. It was crazy. It was crazy at work yesterday. There was so much stuff, and it was blocking everything. I know at least what I need to do, like when I first get there. There are a couple of things that I need to take care of. So I wouldn't say it wasn't bad, but whew, got another dead armadillo. I'm trying to keep my eyes out for a deer. Because I hit a bump not too long ago and the light fell down. Whoa, that looks really bad. Like, they just need to redo all these lights. No lie. Not lights. They need to redo all these roads. Hopefully I left early enough so we won't run into that white truck again. But you know what? If so, if we stop at the same light, I'm gonna be like, hey, roll down your window really quick. I gotta ask you something. Look, y'all, life is crazy, okay? And when people say life is too short, it is kind of true to some degree. But depending on the actions that you take, your life could end up being shorter. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you're behind someone really slow and you just really, really want to get ahead of them. So what you do is you pass them up and you honk your horn. Like, hey, you shouldn't be driving right now or whatever, right? But unbeknownst to you, even though you should be paying attention, there's a car on the way, and you could potentially end your life as well as someone else's. So I don't know, where I understand people like driving a car fast. It makes sense. I mean, look at me. I could be going 20 miles an hour only. But instead, what I do is I go into the higher speed, or the higher assist, I should say, just so then I can reach 28. So I understand. But I also think that it's important to think about like, how much of a rush are you really in? Or not even rush, but do you really need to specifically go that fast for where you're headed? Like, is that 1 minute gonna be like such a life-altering amount of time? I think there are certain situations in which it can be, but don't get me wrong. Like, for instance, if you're at work and you need to leave because there's like an emergency, I can kind of understand going fast, but at the same time, there's like, you have to think about all of it. Like, I think that's something that I've learned really easily, like thoroughly, with the fact that I used to Uber all the time, and I mean, I still I do Uber sometimes, but I used to Uber every day. Now I'm riding the bike every day. Nothing. Like you don't need to speed as much as you can. Like, sometimes it's understandable. Like I said, an emergency. But at the same time, I feel like during certain emergencies, the best course of action, call 911, have them already headed to that location, and then you can go and you can leave, and you can somewhat be in a small rush. I feel like that's like the smartest move. Because if you just are in a rush, there's so much potential for things to not exactly not go your way, but sometimes certain things could occur in which you won't even be able to assist in such an emergency. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think you have to weigh both You have to put everything in consideration, is what I should say. Gotta put everything into consideration. But yeah, I don't know. I just always find it interesting that people are always in a hurry in the morning to get to work, even though they all hate work. Like, I always find that kind of interesting. Now, you know, technically, I don't know if you can tell that this guy's making a left right here. Technically speaking, I can actually make this left, and I can get to work that way as well. I just don't know it very well, and I would probably have to stop at some point. You know? You know, I actually don't think I needed this sweater this morning. It is kind of humid and kind of warm outside. I would say it's probably like, well, to me, it feels like it's a little bit over 70 right now. But I know that's not the case. It's that humidity that, like, tricks your brain into thinking that it's warmer than it actually is. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is that warm. I'll let y'all know on the afternoon stream. You're like, oh, hey, by the way, it was 78 degrees. I don't think it's that warm, but there's a good amount of cars here today, considering the time. I don't know what time I'm leaving today. I might be leaving at like 6 o'clock. Oh. Aw, you son of a bitch. Well, we still made it. It was yellow. I don't know what that smell is. It's like a mix of like rubber and vomit. You know, not stopping at that light, I think we did pretty good as far as time today goes. I think this might be the fastest that we've gotten to work, possibly. I think there might be a car behind me, because there's a really good reflection of me on that light. Not light, that sign. But I still don't see nobody coming. I don't know. There's like a lot of smell. One thing I realized is if it's been like raining and stuff in the morning, you get a lot of smells. It's like the smell like just like permeates within the air. Going home tonight. I gotta feed the animals. I gotta look behind me really quick. There is a car, but I think he's far enough back to where I can safely go inside this right here. All right. Made it to work. Oh, man. What time is it? 44? What, like 23 minutes? Something like that? Ah, last day of the month. Alright, everybody. I will see you guys when I get off. Hopefully the roads aren't too bad. Bye.